So our canine companions are something that we definitely always are excited to highlight every year at NADA, and so we don't want to miss that opportunity to do that this year as well. It's the 20th anniversary of the NADA Foundation auction, so we're excited to continue this tradition, and to help us in getting started with that, I'd like to welcome up Kimberly Danker. She's going to help us in leading with that, so let's give her a big round of applause. Kimberly, welcome. You're welcome.
Hello, how's everybody doing? Wonderful. That's right, it's been 20 years since 2004 when the NADA Foundation's Frank E. McCarthy Memorial Fund first began donating to canine companions. So that is a wonderful, wonderful thing. We wanted to thank the NADA Foundation. We want to thank our friends at Open Lane who held the auction a little earlier today. We want to thank our friends from the Joe Verde group as well. So we'll give them a big round of applause here at the end. So Mr. McCarthy was the NADA president from 1968 to 2001, and he was a recipient of your International Freedom of Mobility Award. So that award and his commitment to the freedom of mobility and his love for golden retrievers made canine companions a really great natural fit so that we are a beneficiary and have been for the last 20 years. So you have donated, until today, you've donated $1.2 million over the 20 years. And from the auction that started in 2012, over $900,000. And we will have final numbers here in just a few minutes, okay? So it's a really big deal. Raise a round of applause here. So our service dogs, you've heard this number from the auctioneer, they do cost us about $50,000 for the life of the partnership, the life of the service dog. And that means that the NADA Foundation has helped us provide over 24 service dogs to people that are very deserving, and it gives them more independence or freedom of mobility. Woohoo! And please know that the proceeds from today's auction goes across the country. Okay, Canine Companions is an almost 50-year organization, almost 50 years old. We celebrate next year. And we have 6 regional offices across the country. I am from the office in Oceanside, but please know that the funds raised today will go all the way across the country to all 6 regions, okay? And I can explain what we do in 4 very simple bullet points, okay, and then I'll get off the stage. All right? So number 1, Canine Companions breeds, raises, and trains their very own service dogs. And we use Labradors and Goldens and crosses between the two. We have found those 2 breeds to be the best for us and for what we need our service dogs to do. And then we have an army of volunteer puppy raisers, some of whom are here today. Raise your hands, puppy raisers. Woohoo, these are volunteer puppy raisers. And they raise the pups for 18 months before turning them in to our offices. Number 2, we strategically match these dogs with our qualified applicants, with our clients. And our clients can be children ages 5 and up, adults, and veterans. These folks may have physical disabilities, neuromuscular disabilities. They may have partial to complete hearing loss, may be on the autism spectrum, may have Down syndrome, cerebral palsy, and also post-traumatic stress. We do have several commands that are specifically just for PTSD now, okay? Number 3, see, we're already almost done. We provide long-term support to ensure the success of that team, that human and canine team, for the life of the partnership. And that is generally 8 to 10 years. Yeah. So we are always with them. They can always call us. We check and recertify them for public, so that they can be out in public as a service dog team. And at the end of their time together, if they want, they can get another dog. We can do the whole process over again, okay? And number 4, Canine Companions does this absolutely free of charge, okay? And we can do this because of our incredible volunteer puppy raisers and people like you that have donated today during the auction and also through our website and are supportive of our organization. So we can do this. I wanted to thank you very, very much for this. And our gentleman's going to come back on and let us know what we raised today. Okay? I'll be around for questions if you want afterwards. And then we're going to hear from one of our graduates.
It's now that moment.
I think he's going to come give us the number, and then it'll be that moment.
They want to know a number, right?
Yes.
Do we want to tell them the number?
We do.
You sure? Now,
I think so.
I want to go back to
I
how
think
much
so.
we raised over the 20 years. Can you give them those numbers again? Because they didn't give you a big enough applause.
Okay. Well, it was $1.2 million for the 20 years.
Okay.
And since the auction started, there you
Yes,
go.
that's a big deal.
Since the auction started in 2012, y'all have given over $900,000 just through the auction.
That's a big deal.
Very big.
And do you all want to know how much has been given so far during NADA right now? Are you ready for that number? $135,000 so far.
Woo!
It's amazing. That's amazing, right? Now, are we still taking donations for that?
Sure.
We still open?
Sure.
I think we can get to 150. Do you want to think we can get to 150?
If you trust
Does everyone
me,
here think we can get to 150?
Yes.
So in order to do that, make sure that you share the word, spread the word, and get over there and be able to donate yourself. But let's try our best to get to 150 this year. I think that'll be a great accomplishment.
That'd be wonderful.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much. Wonderful. And now you don't want to hear any more from me. We want to hear from Lyena and her service dog, Grant. Actually, he's not going to say anything but look good.
He's
and
already yawned once,
Has
so
he?
you know
Okay.
he's so over it.
He does not need to hear any more
No.
from me. But she's going to give you just a few minutes of what it's like and the fact that Grant's not your first one, right?
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm so honored to be here with you today. Granty, heel. Come on, buddy. Yeah, it's a good boy. Over 20 years ago, I became disabled when I fell out of a tree. I was climbing for fun. And I thought for sure the life that I knew was over. But I managed to pull it together. I got married. I had a one-woman show. I was touring around the country. I was doing pretty well. And my husband was pestering me to get a service dog. And I thought, why do I need a service dog? Now, he will tell you that he was worried about my health and my safety, but I suspect it's because we lived in an apartment with a no pets rule, and a service dog was the only animal we could have. But as it turned out, a few years later, my body was changing, and it started to make more sense. My bones were getting weak, and so picking up my shoes off the floor was causing fractures. And we discovered Canine Companions after doing lots and lots of research. They placed me with my first service dog, Reba. And I have to tell you, it was love at first sight. It wasn't love at first sight with the husband, but it absolutely was with that dog. And she was perfect for me. With her help, I was able to continue to tour around the country. I didn't have to worry about being stranded in some parking lot in Pittsburgh because I had dropped my keys and it was too dangerous to pick them up for myself. And after I had a baby, I didn't have to worry about getting around my own house. I could move with the baby on my lap, and Reba would plow the road, picking up the toys and all the other detritus that ends up on the floor when you have kids. I had her for 10 years. I lost her to cancer in 2021. When she died, I thought that was it. I was never going to be able to do this again. My heart wasn't going to be able to stand it. But CCI was there for me. Canine Companions placed me again with the perfect dog for my current needs. They placed me with Grant. And now, I can't pick up the laundry basket from the floor, but it's okay because Grant drags it from the bedroom all the way to the laundry room. I can't pick up the grocery bags, but it's okay because Grant can. He loves the really awkward ones, like the box of cereal that bangs against his front legs when he walks. His tail wags like mad, and he doesn't want to give it to me when we get to the kitchen because he's having so much fun. And best of all, Canine Companions is going to stay connected to me. They did through the 10 years that I had Reba, and they'll stay with me as long as I have Grant, so that as my needs change, they'll help me to train him, extend the training that he has. He already has 41 commands that he can do for me. And we extend those wider and farther so that as my needs change, he changes with them and meets those needs. I cannot tell you the kind of comfort that that gives me. Going forward with my life, making the most of every moment that I have because I have this dog. And CCI gave him to me for free. And all of the support is free forever. So we, Grant and I, are so grateful to you and your organization for the support that you've given us. You are what makes this possible, what makes my life, as gorgeous as it is, possible. So thank you so much for that. Granty, you want to show him something else? You want to pick up something? Hey, stand. Oh, it's a good boy. Yeah, it's a good boy. Look, I dropped my keys. Granty, get. Attaboy. Yeah. Sit. There's a good boy. Can give? Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah. Come here. It's like, now what? Come here, baby. Lap. Good boy. Oh, yeah.
I must say I'm very envious. I asked my dog the other day, what's 2 + 2? He said nothing. It's terrible. No, but let's give another big round of applause. Also, if you have more questions or you want to find out how we can donate, we're standing by right here on the side. We can give you the information to donate to the website. The auction itself was held earlier today, so the auction itself is complete. However, the donation part and your giving is not complete. So if you'd like to donate or want to share the information to others where they can donate, please step right over onto the side. We'll make sure that we provide you and give you that information, all right? So stay right here. We're going to go into our next section. We're just going to take some time, set the stage up, and then we'll be right back with the NADA live stage.
Granty, sit.